Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's Gervin on the wing. Driving to the basket. To the middle. Outside Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Chalk up 2 there. McDaniels got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves.
How about Gobert with the find? On time and on target. Nicely done, Rudy.
Gervin for 3. Now DiVincenzo. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And that one's good. Parker.
And Parker just so smart about knowing when to take three-pointers. A lot of confidence from him there, sinking the outside shot.
Pass to Reed. Lets it go with a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Oh, here's Edwards after the miss from Tim Duncan. Here's Gervin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Free throw good, Gervin.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Gervin.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Here's Edwards. Has to Gobert. Here's Reed. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often. I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Pass to Edwards. Down in the low post. It goes.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
At the elbow, it's Robinson. Pulls it up. And it's Gervin missing. Here's Gobert. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, this is exactly where Rudy Gobert looks to score. The more dangerous he becomes, the closer he gets to the basket.
Outside Gervin. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Screen by Duncan. On the wing, Duncan. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. No good with the layup.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Duncan, driving inside. And Duncan throws it down hard.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
Guys, no one team gaining control of the ball.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Here's Edwards. And Gervin sends it back. Left side, Leonard. Duncan right side. At the elbow, it's Robinson. Floats one up. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Drives to the hoop. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Parker.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
And Edwards drops them both. Pass to Gervin. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Parker with the 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Gobert. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Gobert's got his second basket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. Duncan with that innate ability to shoot the basketball.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got 5 points so far. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
McDaniels. And the rejection by Leonard.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard, the claw says, not here, not now. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Reed misses. Spurs trail by 6. Here's Duncan. To get open is Robinson. And Duncan gets it to go in. He has 6.
Oh, great pass from Robinson, scanning the floor there and spotting the open teammate. Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Robinson down low. Kicks it out to Leonard. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Gervin.
This guy has such a nose for the basket. Kawhi Leonard not afraid to let it fly on the catch.
Here's Edwards. Duncan with the block. It's Gervin on the wing. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. It's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one fast break. Right side, Edwards. Here's the floater. San Antonio with the rebound. Parker outside. Pass to Duncan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Screen by Duncan. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And that one's good. Duncan.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Parker outside. It's hauled in by Edwards. Minnesota leading by 4. For 3. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And San Antonio has possession. Before Gobert, he gets it there. And David Robinson pulls it down. Nobody near Leonard. San Antonio again missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Knocked away. And stolen by Leonard. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
Leonard's huge hands and quick instincts help him grab a ton of steals.
And Edwards slams it in.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Duncan with the bucket.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
To the inside. Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. It doesn't bother him.
And the 3 ball is good.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Tim Duncan with the rebound. San Antonio trailing here. Here's Gervin. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Pass to McDaniels. Sinks the three-pointer. McDaniels got 8. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Going inside. Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. Goes up off the inbound. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. George Gervin getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Timberwolves trail. Edwards inside. Wembanyama with the rebound. Pass to Dampier. Stolen by Reed. Edwards hit. Whoa! Extra right there from Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And Ginobili wide open. He shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Now here's McDaniels. He's got 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break.
Man, how about the determination of Bowen defensively? He's active and always efficient with that corner tray ball.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Here's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Get the shot. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. It's Ginobili outside. Edwards looking it over. Launches it. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. San Antonio leading. Here's Bowen. Good on the three-point shot. Bowen's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Pass to Dampier. And here is Aldridge. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Pass to Bowen. Puts up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
Spurs leading by 8. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. It's Ginobili outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ginobili's got the lead up to 13 now for the Spurs. Pass to Bowen. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The Spurs working the ball around now. Off target from outside.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Edwards. Now Gobert. Back to Edwards. Top of the key, McDaniels. Out to Edwards. To stop the run. Diving in.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
It's Ginobili outside. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Ginobili's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for San Antonio. Edwards, no good. And so it's Ginobili bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. No good on the 3. Timberwolves trailed by 14. Near the 3-point line, it's Edwards. Rejected by Ginobili. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Here is Edwards. 16 points for him.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
Wembanyama, lights on. 6 to shoot. To the left wing. Second chance shot. That one doesn't go. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. It's San Antonio. They finish off the third quarter with a
56.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Spurs leading by 14. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Edwards holding off the D and converts.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Reed. And a miss there on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. Another miss by Minnesota. Pass to Dampier. Ginobili on the wing. From outside the arc. Poked away. And they get it back. Tries again. Another one falls for San Antonio.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
San Antonio leading by 21. Inside, Wembanyama.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Hits it from three-point range.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Left side, Edwards. From downtown. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
Here's Aldridge. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves trailed by 17. From the baseline. That shot, no good. Pass to Aldridge. Fires away from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker with the ball. Now here's McDaniels. Edwards with the screen. Back to Alexander Walker. 4 on the clock. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Ginobili. Spurs leading by 17. From the arc. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. Here's Minnesota. For 3, Edwards drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 8 here in the quarter.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. To the middle. Ginobili misses. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Minnesota with the ball. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Bowen. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Spurs lead by 19.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
.30 seconds left.